Okay, so Esther Blue Kaioken Goku's EZA is coming out on February 13th. So that is still in a couple of days, funny enough, right here. We'll be doing showcases and stuff for this guy. But the real thing that's going on here is there's a lot of discussion going on with this guy right now, right? Now, there's people saying, oh, he's super good, top 5 level in the game. There's people who are saying, he's unimpressive, he's being overrated, all that stuff, right? So I decided to ask the community what they think. Before we do that, though, I'm just going to give a general overview of this guy, right? So, really, the changes that they made to this guy is they gave him a defense raise for the turn. Then this, I think, is the most important part of the passive right here. He gets guard and then has an additional attack with a 50% chance to become a super attack. But there has to be Universe Survival Saga category ally attacking within the same turn. Right, that's a very, very, very important addition right there, that there needs to be Universe Survival Saga category ally. We'll bring that up as well. But pretty much beyond that, he does get an extra 59% attack when attacking on super attack, right? But from there, everything else is literally the same. Besides, I guess he also does get 100% start of turn attack and defense, right? But the biggest issue with this guy is his requirements, I feel. Because this bear bomb right here, the amount of damage it does compared to Parisi is crazy, because it goes from 17 more AK attack to 22,000 attack, and then he gets extra 59% attack multiplicative, and he gets the additional, so he's stacking attack a lot more often, and things just get really crazy with that, right? It may not look like that big of a buff, but it really does make a massive difference, to the point where it's, again, the hardest hitting move in the game. It was like that on release, but it's like that again and again. He came out in 2020 of NJP, right? He was technically a 2019 unit on global, but I don't know. To me, it's in December 2019. He's a 2020 unit, pretty much, right? So that's the thing about this guy specifically. Now, I would say with this category, I think especially the Reps Universe 7 category, there's just not really good options that we have. Like the last representative of Universe 7, or just no, Universe Survival Saga, the last Universe Survival Saga character we've gotten, I believe, well, it might have been Margarita, right? But, no. Yeah, it's definitely God Goku and Hit, because Margarita came out in August, yeah. So God Goku and Hit came out on October 21st of 2021. So it's been a year and 4 months since we've seen 5 months actually, since we've seen any tournament of power stuff related coming out to the game. There has been no tournament of power units. There's been no representatives of Universe 7 units. They've been holding off the EZAs like Jiren, MVP 17. Jiren has to get an EZA. MVP 17 has to get an EZA. At this point, we could also get the EZA for Cal and Caulifla. I think this guy could EZA. This guy could EZA Universe 7 rep characters. I think that on top of that, we could also even see an EZA for STR Kefla or something, right? I mean, yeah, pretty much. Right? STR Kefla is also a 2020 unit, right? Yeah, May 2020. She came out a month after Blue Kaioken Goku and JP. So she's in range to get an EZA as well, right? There's just been a lack of buffs to this category specifically. I mean, I guess we got this guy's EZA, but him alone isn't really going to be enough to obviously resurrect that Universe Survival Saga team whatsoever. So that's the issue, is until we get good reps in Universe 7, or at the bare minimum, better Universe Survival Saga category allies, right, this guy's not going to be as good as he can be. Now, the difference with this here is that you could just throw AJUA Goku on the team, perfectly fine. He's a dodging unit. He's just able to evade everything. It takes 0 damage, does what his intended role is going to be very, very, very well. Now, this is going to be a lot more difficult, because you're going to have to run this guy, STR basically just literally only the UI Gokus. Maybe this Blue Evolution Vegeta you can get away with in a lot of situations, but that's pretty much it there. Even this UI, Int UI, no, this physical Int UI, AGL UI Goku, and then STR UI Goku is pretty much what you run, just because they're dodging units. Everyone's defense, even this guy's defense, isn't really that great. It's fine, it's enough, but I don't know, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this guy anymore. he's just a very basic unit, right? And this guy sucked, right? So that does suck that this guy does suck, but it is what it is. He also gives a debuff, which is really stupid, but yeah, this guy is very, very powerful. And I think that I would say, once we get a full Reps Universe 7 team, he's like top 10 easily in the game at bare minimum. Bare minimum. Which is pretty insane. By far the best EZA TUR if he does get that. But until then, I'm going to hold off on saying like, oh, he's like mega god or anything like that. I think he's good. It's just that it's not necessarily realistic rotation or anything like that, like a build. I just want to show a few things first before we continue on, though. I will say I see a lot of people also underrating his defensive abilities. Like they saw, Shiny put this point, and this is true, right? He's at 261k or so. When he's fully built up under 200% leader skill. But, that'd be like start of turn. And that's without support. Now, if we start talking about his super attacks, which he can, again, triple super and stuff like that, we see he can get up to like, I feel like a lot of times you may see this guy like double supering because you're going to want to build him full additional, right? Those attack stats are very important. His active skill already is super effective. I don't think he really needs crits. I think that you definitely want to go additionals to focus on the Spirit Bomb, because that's the main part of this unit, the Spirit Bomb. They kind of kept that, right, like I was previously. And even if you do get the triple super attack, he's sitting over 531k. Now let's say he has 30% support. His defenses just get even higher. 400k with guard, 499 with guard, 590 with guard, right? That's pretty solid. That's actually a pretty good defense, right? I would say with the guard ability active, like people forget how powerful guard is, but guard is pretty nasty, where even this defense is enough with guard to take any normal attack in the game, and even this will be allowed you to take a lot of normals in the game, right? But specifically this, you want to get that a lot of the times, and I feel like once you get this, you could probably tank any super in the game. Is my presumption, right? So this guy is pretty powerful. Even defensively, he's able to hold up on his own. And we see where there's a clip that Ignat posted, right? So we see he is taking, he's not even fully built up. He takes a little bit of damage from normals from the core. He's doing a 28 mil attack stat. Then he does his additional right there, double digits from the core. Now once the core super attacks, it actually only takes 370k. And again, that's with guard, right? So essentially, this is the hardest hitting boss in the game. And with his guard ability, he's taking 370k, which means that he's able to essentially live any super attack in the game, given he's able to attack first. So that's really, really good for him. I just want to bring that up. But enough's enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replies in the comments and see what you guys think specifically. I guess there's a quote tweet here. Arguably the highest ceiling for current EZA TURs. Doesn't have help right now. You'd love to nuke some bosses with him, but all the units around him will just let the team down, except for Angel STR UI. Yeah, again, it really just run the UI Gokus. I should have kept this up, but and we need some EZAs and new units really badly. I mean, there's no way that we're not getting. I feel like even just saying Reps U7, I feel like there's no way we're not getting Reps U7 this year, because there's so many EZAs from this like category alone. And then Universe Survival Saga is definitely going to get EZAs, which they're likely going to do Reps Universe 7 units when we get Universe Survival Saga again. It's like a Dokkan Fest or a law, right? There's no way they don't do like a Goku or a Vegeta from here or something, right? Or even a Gohan. Not practical. He's good. Definitely top 3. EZA when he gets partners, big numbers. I think he's top 3 right now. Because if we think about EZA 2Rs, there's Gogeta Blue, STR Cooler. There is, I swear I'm forgetting a unit right here. STR Super Boo, really, really good. I feel like I do like him above STR Cooler, even without like the Spirit Bomb. That may seem kind of crazy. I don't know, maybe that's a bit much, but I don't know. I like this guy's design a lot, actually. It's funny because I was like one of the biggest haters of this guy. This was a terrible design because it's really the guard, unironically, because it lets him build up. But he had so low stats, no defense raise, and building this up was just terrible. It was awful. He just so inconsistent, terrible design, disgusting unit. And then they give him guard, and he's just good. Which is really funny. Obviously, they increase his stats a lot, too. So I feel like he's a little more consistent defensively. Like, relatively, he's more consistent defensively, even, like, without the guard ability in question, compared to what it was here. But he has the guard now, which just skyrockets him for sure. That guard, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to click that. That guard ability is so stupid. Guard is actually just the dumbest mechanic in the game. He is a GOAT. I would agree, he is a GOAT. Very good. His team needs more updates before it comes best TUR. Yeah, again, need more Universe 7 units. I feel like that's going to be a lot of, basically what a lot of people are saying here. He has a different approach than what the game gives us, right? Because people are like, oh, even with his guard, he's not going to be tanking super attacks and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, but the point about the guard is that he's going to live the super attacks, right? He's going to take like 300k, 400k plus damage, right? He's not going to be taking it for like 100k less. But the point of that is that you take like 300k damage, you fall under 59%, and then use the Spirit Bomb and you win, right? I feel like that's kind of the point. Because pre-EZA, what happens is if you get hit and you die, you just die, right? I mean, back then, especially in Super Battle Road, you just died. There's no hope, no hope. But this allows him to live, while, you know, normals will still take some damage. Supers, he'll take damage, but he'll reduce a lot of it. Even though he has, like, you know, 450k plus defense. Let's say an average, like 450k plus defense, right? Giving you double supers and stuff, right? He'll be able to still live, but have the HP to do the Spirit Bomb and still live the rest of the turn, I feel. Really fun unit that brings a massive upside with his damage that will allow him to be an asset in many areas of the game. He's not perfect, but his flaws can be worked around, and as soon as Universe 7 buffs, he gets even better. I would agree. Okay, so here's a turn by Yuna right here. Yuna, I feel like, is having a lot of fun with this Blue Kaioken Goku for sure. So let's take a look here. So he's doing his Spirit Bomb right now, and 42 mil. I think this is this a Dokkan event? I don't even know what event this is. This might be like a private server special event, because a lot of times they do special events in the private server, right? I mean, what is the defense stat here? What was that defense stat? 307k. I mean, there's like custom EZAs and stuff like that, so I can't really tell 100%. But I think this, I would assume this, I mean, this is turn 35, so maybe it's a little wanked here, I don't know. But still, let's see what he does, like maxed out. Yeah. Wait, is that 46 mil or 455 mil? Yeah, it's 46 million right there. I feel like it's, I mean, turn 35, so I don't know if I really want to 100% judge him off that, but it's still pretty funny to see. Okay, yeah, he's kind of just, he's cooking, he's cooking. Who needs defense? The enemy is dead. Yeah. I don't know, back then, I wasn't really a big fan, because, like, you had Super Battle Road, and then I guess you had, like, the legendary events, but the thing is that, like, you couldn't really build a Reps Universe 7 team on most of these categories. I mean, yeah, not really a good team at the least the time he was out. Now, when and then I feel like by the time that the year 6 rolled around, he was kind of aged out a little, especially defensively. So, I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of him last time, but this time I think I'm more of a fan. Trumpets. Let's see. Not my top unit, but my favorite character. No, not my type of unit, not my favorite character. Not your furry EZA, but he definitely cooks. You have him as number 3 behind Gogeta and Buu. Yeah, and I feel like once he gets that Rep Universe 7 help, he definitely becomes number 1. Alright, so it seems like there's a couple of different tweets right here. Let's take a look here. Blue Kaioken is mid, he has turbo defense. How about he lives Cell Max as super, then one-shots him? Is it good enough defense? Does his unit also need to make you a cappuccino? Okay, let's take a look here. So he has 622k HP. Let's take a look at that. Alright, and he also has the revive of this Vegeta. So he has the 80% support. Keep that in mind. I didn't actually see what damage did his active skill do. Let's see. 23 million damage. That's definitely pretty good, I feel. 23 mil. On a Spirit Bomb, for sure. Against Cell Max, that hits very hard. This is the... yeah, this is Cell Max boss event. Okay, just double checking here. As I don't think it doesn't look like it's the red zone. Okay. And apparently loves a super. Pre-super attack, okay. 600k is definitely a lot, but he still lived it, right? Which is a good thing, considering he's an offensive unit. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty... He's doing a lot of damage, man. That's the thing. Like, I feel like his damage relative compared to when he came out is just even more right now. Just because the additionals. And then he has, keep in mind, he has the 30% support. Offensive support. So, the Goku and Vegeta in the middle right here, these guys, they probably would have done pretty nice damage too. Because of this support plus the 80% support from this guy. All links active, like that would have been pretty nasty. Okay. Run provided my Digimon flow. Well, there you go. Okay, here's another clip. 35 million damage to the Spirit Bomb turn 4. 3 SA stacks and 4 hits taken. Okay, he's linked up with the gods. And yeah, look how much damage did in Meta Cooler. That's pretty nasty right there. Okay. Then we see the LR gods get their active skills in. Yeah, again, his support ability is affecting the god's active skill, so it does way more damage than what we usually would see. The skip ahead here, he's taking, yeah, again, double digit normals from the core, which I think is fair enough, right? 28 mil, yeah, I mean, pretty good. People call this bad. Let's see. So he's doing the Spirit Bomb here. Alright. And I mean, that's pretty much... Did we see his defensive stat or no? No defensive stat shown, huh? That's fine. Okay. 65k is a lot, but... Is he even built up? I think... Is he... What does turn 5? No, he's built up at least a little, right? Okay, we'll see, right? So he's hitting 27 mil. What is this one? No, he's not... I don't think he's... He still needs like 3 attacks. Which, you know, that first hit right there definitely did a lot of damage, but... It doesn't matter when you just kill him, right? you just killed this guy, right? And obviously he has type advantage here, but he's still... The thing is that he's super effective. So he could do this against any boss. It's just the Meta Cooler core. I feel like it's a type of boss that works really, really well for this Blue Kaioken Goku with this 5-turn guard, right? It's a shorter event, and that's kind of where you want to use this guy. Because, yeah, again, he's super effective, so he's going to be doing pretty much the same thing against every boss that exists if he's able to do it against them. So, yeah. Actual thoughts about the unit. He's insane, can carry dogs at team builds. He requires on his back with what? He requires on his back with enough luck. Okay. But he really needs to team help. Wouldn't consider him better than Gogeta says now. He has that dog in him, that's for sure. Yeah. I would say I wouldn't have him with Blue Gogeta right now because of his team, but his reasons next to, and then let's have some YouTube responses as well that I want to see here. I think we need to expect that they're going to keep the original basis of a unit's. In fact, yeah, exactly. Vegeta still dies super. Blue Kaioken needs Super Saiyan allies. Blue Kaioken can be defensively fragile. I would agree. His defense is not like anything crazy, but I feel like his defense is better than people are giving him credit for. And he does Universe 7 allies. I mean, they've been doing that with a lot of these EZAs, right? You just keep kind of the idea of the unit still intact, right? Their flaws, like S tier Namek Goku still has the chance to guard, for example, right? Stuff like that. You think he's actually quite good? His defense is just enough for a lot of the content and his damage output like before, and will be enough to keep him relevant for a while and all kinds of content. Yeah, okay, let's read this one right here. Very good right now, top 3 easy at TUR. If he gets his partners, bro will be very close to being the best TUR. Best TUR in general. I have to think about that. But yeah, again, I think I took a look at a lot of these here. Let's wrap things up and take a look here at YouTube. So let me refresh this actually, just make sure we have a good amount here. So let's see. If he gets help, he'll be good. His team is dead. You can't take advantage of the Spirit Bomb. Yep. You love his EZA. His defense is nothing to write home about. His offense is so overwhelming. Definitely the most fun unit to come out in a while. I agree. He looks very fun to use. I can't actually... It's crazy. I can't wait to use Blue Kaioken Goku. I never would have thought I would have ever said those words. But look at that. I think they did a really good job. 2023 version what he was. And in your eyes, he's perfect. However, the hardest hitting attacking is insane, but he's a glass cannon without partners. I think without his partners, it's not that he's a glass cannon, it's just that he can't do his big attack, right? it's been almost 2 or 3 years since you've been waiting. You were happy to see this in the new banners. I feel like people are going to be more excited about this guy than the new LRs coming out, which is pretty funny. Good EZA. He may not tank the bank best. I said bank, what the hell? He may not tank the best, but he's a walking nuclear bomb. Really fits the theme. Walking glass cannon. Again, he's not really a glass cannon though. I mean, yeah, after turn 5, if you get caught with this guy after turn 5, then you're in a lot of trouble. But turn 5 guard is enough for a lot of these fights now. Because so many of these units are just doing so much damage. Like, look at the anniversary LRs. And if you're getting Universe Survival Saga, Tournament Power, Reps Universe 7 stuff, I would assume they're going to be doing a lot of damage as well. So, you know, that's pretty good. Good for the current meta. You do believe he will receive help too late. I don't agree. I think we'll see Universe Survival Saga at least within the next like 4-ish months, which, you know, he definitely won't be too late to help him because it's usually like every 6 months from anniversary to worldwide, then worldwide to anniversary, or like the different power creeps, right? We really see the power creep jump in worldwide and anniversary specifically. I feel like a lot of the times now, so that's really where you would expect difficulty jumps. So I would expect, I honestly think like Golden Week or something like that, we could see Universe Survival Saga, but who knows? Maybe they're just gonna be like, hey, we're just not gonna buff you and you're gonna die off, right? That would suck for sure, but I feel like I don't think that's gonna be the case. There has been a Tournament Power celebration. It's only getting closer. I agree. Again, Tournament Power has been so long since we see it. He's a Raging Bull and offensive unit done right. And tired of all these defensive units. Yeah, I think that's fair. Still have a bias, so if you can use him, you're happy. He should have way more defense. I would disagree, actually. I think he's fine. Considering he's an offensive unit, his defense is able to allow him to tank pretty well. I think that's one thing people are kind of underrating about him a little. Super fun, goofy units. Fun himself, actual cannon. So he wishes they didn't make defense stack for a single turn. I mean, if he's stacked defense, would he be the best TUR without even the Spirit Bomb if he stacked defense? Like, EZA TUR specifically. Gogeta Blue and Buhan might still be better, but that would be pretty disgusting with his triple supering, the stacking defense. Like, this would get really out of hand if he stacked defense. I think people don't understand. Because with 3 supers, I closed the post that I had. But with 3 super attacks, like I showed earlier, he's already at 500k plus defense, man. Is there a way I could bring it up? Yeah. Right here. With 3 supers, this dude's already at 530k defense. And that's like the 1-turn stack. So if he has stacking, and then every turn he's stacking up, like, okay, 260 to 400. Every turn he's stacking up like 200k defense, 300k defense. I mean, that would only be the first 5 turns, to be fair, but I don't know. Maybe that would have been a little good. I don't know. Spirit Bomb character, you do not need to EZA. It would have been helpful when he EZAs when Rep 7 becomes his actual team. I mean, I wouldn't say he's irrelevant. I think he's still pretty good even without the Spirit Bomb. He's just not obscenely good without the Spirit Bomb, right? I actually think he's fine even without the Spirit Bomb, funny enough. Like, you don't even need Reps Universe 7 for him to be good. You do want Universe Survival Saga category ally really badly, but again, you can get away with, like, you just throw AGOUI Goku in the team as a floater. I think that could be okay, right? Even Blue Evolution Vegeta. I think a lot of people are fine with this unit, right? So we definitely do need the help, though. I would agree. Insanely use offensive W, defensive ally, don't agree. You think he's good, but he doesn't have the right teams or supports. He can't even nuke with this Spirit Bomb. Oh yeah, because there's not really good units. You say he's good, can look way better when Universe 7 or Universe Survival Saga Arc units come out. Yeah, he's a walking nuke. He makes the new LR stand by a joke. His Spirit Bomb hits way harder than the actual, what's it called? The standby skills, the new LRs. And then on top of that, he supports the whole rotation with attack. So offensively, he's pretty nasty. 100k more defensive perma-guard, he'd be very good, but he's damage. At least it's absurd damage. Yeah, it's absurd damage, but yeah, I mean, pretty much the base of this guy is Sanook with the Spirit Bomb, so I understand. Maybe people want him more defensively from him. I think he's just fine, though. I like him. Let me know what you guys think, though. I think I'll end things off there. This video is about 25 minutes right now. Perfect time to end, I feel. If you guys think that there should have been any changes to this guy, let me know in the comments below. Everything is perfect, let me know as well. Again, I will be doing showcases for this guy when he comes out on the 13th. I think I'll do that first over the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb Goku. But thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.